Good morning, everybody. Look at this. A lot of bees hanging out there. Now this beehive was just full of bees, but it was queenless. So I went and got some queens and I made a double screen board split. So on the bottom part we have a new queen sitting in there in a little cage and waiting to be released. And above you have another queen, and in between a double screen board. That's a screen that just has a screen on one side and a screen on the other side. It's got a little space in between it so the pheromones from the queens won't interfere with each other. At any rate, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. At any rate, yeah, I made the split there. Apparently, most of the foragers went back to the bottom. Now let's walk around here and get to take a little closer look here at the other opening. I put it to the opposite end, and I'll have to zoom in from out here. So just bear with me. And there's the entrance. So nobody's hanging out there. So that means that most of the bees were in that bottom deep. And then the other bees that were left over in the split were here. So I will have to probably equalize these once the bees or I release the queens. There's a queen in the bottom and a queen in the top. On top of that, I got a pail of sugar water. So I've covered that up with a, well, let's see, there's a double screen board here, bottom board there, and here we have an inner cover. Then inside that deep super there, we've got this pail of water, sugar water, sweets. 1-to-1 is what I've got. And on top is a outer cover. So that's basically the beehive, only we're going to have 2 of them once the queens are released. It's an easy way to make splits, but it does have its drawbacks because like there, it's cool this morning, so the bees aren't back. There aren't any bees coming out there to speak of. I think I might have seen one. But because foragers go back to their original hive so close together, most of the bees went back here. So now whenever I finish releasing the queens, or the bees release the queens, one or the other, then I'll probably equalize them and make it where there's 2 hives. Once she starts laying, actually, I'll wait till they're released. Then once she starts laying eggs, and there's some brood there, that'll keep the bees together with the brood, because if you put the bees in with brood, they're probably going to stay there. So by equalizing them, I'll have an equal hive. And then the plan is later this summer to put supers on them. And I've got some up there that are on storage. We'll talk about that maybe later today. And yeah, that's a double deep with combined super and then 3 honey supers. Anyway, I'll talk about that later today, I hope. So back to this one here. Yeah, that should make a nice split. So that'll make 2 hives, and I'll put a super on, hopefully, at least by sourwood time. Maybe not the first wildflower pull. I'll have honey from that. On second thought, it was very possible if I put a queen excluder on each of these, I may actually draw, before the end of June, some wildflower honey, maybe 1 super. So, looking forward to that. And then we'll go on to the next video later today.